So, Miley Cyrus, Plastic Heart, album review. Let's get into it. So, first things first, the ordering of this album, for me, is extremely awkward. Like, you start off with this upbeat song, What the Fuck Do I Know, firing off of all cylinders. And it's definitely like this rock vibe. It's up there. The energy is up there. But then it's just this awkward shift. You go from WTF, Do I Know? And then it's Plastic Hearts. And I love Plastic Hearts. I'm a fan of Plastic Hearts as well. But the energy compared to WTF, like what the fuck do I know? Like the energy comparison is just a step down, and it's just very awkward, and that just keeps happening throughout this entire album. Like it'll be like this nice rock upbeat song, then it'll go to like this ballad again. Like it goes like Plastic Hearts and Angel Like You, then it's Nightcrawlers, Midnight Sky, and then it goes down to High, and then like. I wish she put all of the rock songs together and then all of like the slow ballads together, because it would have just meshed very well together. It just kept like the album just kept going up down, like I'm upbeat, now I'm sad, then I'm upbeat again, and it's just that just really bothered me. But other than that, I really enjoyed this album. There's so many good bops on here. It is a nice, I don't know why people were trying to make it seem like Miley was going to go rock. Like this didn't feel like a rock album. And I mean there were some rock elements, definitely like it was definitely like, I would say 60% rock. But like people were pushing it like she was going to just become full-blown rock star. But it's definitely like rock with like a pop, definitely like heavily like popped influence though. There's definitely a lot of pop elements in here. Like even though it's like, if it sounds and feels like a rock album, it's still definitely pop. I don't know, what I enjoy so much about this album is that even though Miley Cyrus is like infringing on like this whole new genre and this whole new direction sonically and musically, it still sounds like Miley. Like it doesn't seem like, it feels like we're picking off where we left off from in her last work versus like this whole new unfamiliar plane. Like I feel like I'm not like a big rock fan, so going into this album, I thought that I was just going to be totally just out of the loop, but it's like, no, like it's still Miley. Miley's bringing her like greatness. I feel like everything that I enjoyed about Miley, like vocally and talent-wise, was just complemented by rock. Like nothing was like, it didn't feel like a new Miley at all. I mean, there were some moments where it felt like a new Miley, but in the best way, in a good way. Like, it's still her. I really wish that energy was kept up with other songs like Midnight Skies and Give Me What I Want and Prisoners and Night Crawling. I wish that energy was just maintained, but then the energy just drops with Plastic Hearts. The album should have started with Plastic Hearts, and then it could have went to WTF Do I Know. That would have been much better. But other than that, we already covered just how awkward the ordering of the songs are. It just really makes the cohesiveness of the album, it just kind of just throws it off. It's just very awkward. It really bothers me when I listen to this. I wish I can go into Apple Music and like change the ordering of the album. But other than that, so What the Fuck Do I Know and A Midnight Sky, just amazing bops. Miley really gets into like leaving her lover in search of being like her best new self, not missing him at all, but finding happiness within. And like when it comes to messages, it does not get better than that. Then the features in this album, we have Billy Idol, Dua Lipa, Joan Jett, Stevie Nicks. They all really bring their respected songs together. I love that Miley actually got rock artists on these tracks. I wish she would have gotten more rock artists. I feel like there were certain tracks on here that was just screaming for like a nice rock vocal, someone that just felt more in their element. I feel like Give Me What I Want, towards the end, it was kind of just letting a rock song play. I really wish there was a feature somewhere in there. I just felt like the song was just a little short. Like it felt like little bites. Like that's what it was giving me. It was giving me like really good, but just too little. Like those little like packages, and then like there's like 4 brownies in them, and it's like just 4. Like it's really good, but it's just 4 in there. That's what some of these songs are giving me. I wish that there were some more features in like Give Me What I Want. Plastic Hearts would have done really well the feature, but it didn't need a feature though. I feel like Give Me What I Want needed a feature, simply because like it's one of the more shorter songs on the album as well. That was just screaming for a feature. But other than that, so yeah, I love that Miley got actual rock artists on her tracks. Billy Idol really brought Nightcrawlers together. His voice was amazing. It blended so well with the track. His harmony with Miley was amazing. Like, just that deep voice, the way it just contrasts with the beat itself. It kind of reminded me of Exile with Bon Iver, the way he comes onto it with that deep voice. Very, very nice. That was everything. Then we have Bad Karma with Joanne Jett. I hope I said her name right. That was really, really nice. I actually did not realize that was a feature initially. Like, she sounded just like Miley to me. I don't know if it was just me, because I just don't know who she is. Because I'm not like a big rock fan. But I liked her. It's just that she sounded so similar to her. I had to like really like listen, like, oh, this song has a feature. Let me like listen real close, because I don't know when she's coming in. But yeah, she was nice. I think they had some good chemistry. I just wish that there was some kind of difference there. But she did her part. She did her part. And then we have Dua Lipa on Prisoner. She sounded amazing. I actually don't like Prisoner. I mean, it's not a bad song. It just is extremely repetitive. Like, I feel like once I walked away from that song, all I got from that was Prisoner, Prisoner. I just feel like I heard that way too many times. I feel like their verses just didn't really stick with me. I feel like Dua's verse stuck with me simply because her accent just kind of showed for the first time ever. Like, I feel like in Future Nostalgia, as she was singing and whatnot, you kind of forget that she's from London. But in that song, her accent really came out, and it really complimented her singing voice, like, very, very well. So that was really nice. Prisoner, she sounded amazing on that. But I'm just not a fan of Prisoner at all. Just very repetitive. It isn't bad or anything, but I did enjoy my girl Dua. She was everything. And then we have Stevie Nicks on The Edge of the Midnight. Now, I was kind of on the fritz of this, because I feel like Midnight Sky was an absolute bop. It was a moment. Like, I feel like that was the perfect follow-up to Wrecking Ball. I don't know if y'all witnessed, like, the homage that she did when she was swinging on, like, the disco ball. Because, like, you know, years ago, she was on, like, this Wrecking Ball, like, just signaling, like sadness and despair, and how someone came along and wrecked her. And, like, how just her being on there, like, alone and naked, and she was sad. It was just signaling just despair. And now she's on this wrecking, and now she's on, like, this disco ball, like this, like, dusty wrecking ball that just looked depressing and sad, just turned to, like this disco ball. And she's partying on it now. Like, she's not looking away, being sad. Like, she's partying on it. She's having a good time. She's singing about being on her own. Like, I just love that so much. I don't know if she meant to do that or if she just likes to swing on things. I don't know. But that's how I saw it, which made the song like 20 times better for me. So that was everything. I really enjoyed that. Oh, but as I was saying, yeah, so Edge of the Midnight Skies by Stevie Nicks. All I can remember is, honestly, I enjoyed it. I don't honestly remember her, per se, but it was cute. I think I went into it like I'm about to hate this, because why are they touching this masterpiece? But I didn't dislike it. It was alright. I do really wish that there was some more rock features on here. I just feel like a lot of people were hyping this album up to be a rock album. Like, people were like, are you ready for this rock album? And I felt like I was teased as far as the rock elements. I just felt like I was kind of teased with it. I just wish that there was some more, like, I don't know. I just feel like there was not a lot of rock moments. I was just giving a lot more pop than rock, if that makes sense. But with all that said, I really do enjoy Miley's voice. I really do enjoy this album. Like, I enjoy this album so much, so many bops. I really do enjoy Miley's voice. I wanted to take time to really appreciate her vocal performance on this album. It was outstanding. Like, she has a rock voice. I can't explain just how amazing her voice is, like that brass in her voice, like that raspiness roar that she does in some of her like vocal moments. She sounds like a rock star. She sounds very much in her element. It doesn't sound like a pop star trying to do rock. Yes, it does. I lied. But it doesn't sound like a parody of rock. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like if Miley were to really dive into rock, I feel like she'd be right at home. She's kind of right in her element, right along with fellow rock stars. Like she, for a moment, she wasn't like outdone on her track. She wasn't outshined at all. She was right in there with other like fellow rock stars, and she really embraced the genre, and that's really nice. And not only that, but this album sonically is just very different from what you see from other artists, and that's really nice all along. That rock voice, like she just has like that rock voice, and that's really like everything. She really embraced this new sound, but I do still enjoy that even though sonically it's a brand new sound, it still sounds like Miley. Like everything about Miley can be found here in this album. It feels like I'm picking up from old Miley to this evolved new sound. Not familiar sound, but not like unfamiliar and like fresh, but like it's still her. Like it's fresh. It's like this brand new sound, but it's still her at the same time. I think I already touched on that earlier, on how I was just like, oh my god, like a rock album. I don't really like listen to rock. Like I feel like she was going to do like a full like 180, but I'm happy that it was a change. I feel like I'm being a little bit of a hypocrite because I just said that I wanted it to be more rock. But this seems like a healthy transition. A healthy transition now that I think about it, because I feel like it's still enough pop that like if you're like a pop fan of Miley, which 90% of people are of Miley, like that's what you're familiar with. She's a pop icon. So it's just like it's pop, but I'm trying out rock as well, and it's still majority rock. I feel like it's like 60 rock, 40 pop. So I do like that balance, but it's like I want more. Like I didn't predict that she would do this rock sound so well. Like I felt like I was gonna be out of my element, and I was gonna be like, I'm not feeling this at all. But I was really feeling like this rock sound. She really like did this. I really enjoyed this from her. But analysis grade, I would definitely give this album an 8 out of 10, 8.5, 8.5. I'm going to give it an 8. It would be a 9, but the ordering of this album is just really awkward to me. I wish there was some more features. I felt like after the end of this album, it was like I didn't feel completely satisfied, but there are still a lot of things to look back on this album. Why did I say back like that? I just emphasized so. But anyway, yeah, I'll give this album an 8 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. There's some definite bops here. Definitely one of my faves from this year. And please like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what your thoughts are. What is your favorite song from Plastic Hearts? And yeah, that is a wrap.
Yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check. I was an employee. And I was going to get employee of the month. And that's on period.